9 and take 5 of Vlogmas. The cats have been going crazy, so I had to stop and restart this 4 times, so this is the 5th time. Let's hope I get it done. I don't have the house to myself either because it's the weekend, so I should get this Advent stuff out of the way. I will start with day 9 from Sue, and the first thing is this yarn. It's a neon green with browns and a white. This was cute. It's the extra is a pin. I love pins. I don't put them on any of my project bags, but I hoard them. So always pleased to get another one. Then let's see what Bird and Blend has to offer today. And day 9. This is one of my absolute favorite blends from Bird and Blend. It's apple strudel. When we went to Brighton, I bought a tin of this. That should tell you how much I love it. So that is a cup of tea I'm really looking forward to. Again, one of my absolute favorite blends from Bird and Blend. And then there's one advent left, and it's the one from Ulveig. It's the fiber. And this is a kind of a chocolate covered toffee. I really love those. And my coffee is probably finished brewing, so maybe I should have that before breakfast. That's all I'm going to do for now, on camera at least. We're going to the supermarket today, I think, and I'm going to continue working a bit on in the kitchen and clearing out the last bit of stuff that we carried in here when we did the wardrobe. So that's sort of what the plan is today. My son is working this evening, so it's going to be an early dinner as well. But I'll see you off and on during the day, I guess. At least I'll record a bit. So, see you later. It's the end of the day and nothing interesting is going to happen. I think. Not that anything interesting has happened earlier in the day, but at least I got some footage from driving to the supermarket. My son just went to work. He's working the night shift. It's the end of the day and nothing interesting is going to happen later today. Not that anything interesting has happened earlier today, but at least I got some footage while we were driving to the supermarket earlier. I've spun up the fiber from today's advent. I've crocheted up the yarn from the advent from Sue. And I think the rest of the evening I'm going to be maybe knitting on some Christmas socks. Hubby is watching the final of the National Football Championships. I'm not that interested in football, so I figured I could talk to you for a bit and then edit this afterwards. I'm going to bake my first cookies, Christmas cookies, tomorrow. I'm going with my father's coriander cookies as my first kind of cookie this year. I have checked and double checked and I have everything I need. Most worried about is sugar because I don't use a lot of sugar normally. But every Christmas when I bake it, it's amazing how much sugar goes into Christmas cookies. Any kind of Christmas cookie. They're full of sugar. So I might need more sugar. That's one of the things I hardly ever buy, because when you buy a kilo at a time, and a kilo of sugar is quite a lot of sugar. Some of the cookies I'm baking have syrup in, but even though they have syrup in, they also need sugar. So yeah, Christmas cookies are really sweet. But I suppose that's have something to do with the traditions, especially now we have all this amazing food all year round, but before, not a lot of let's say a generation back, they didn't have all this amazing food from day to day, so Christmas food was extra special. I remember even when I was growing up, normally all year we had something extra for dinner on Sunday. Sunday dinner was always a bit special. But in December, no, we didn't have anything extra for Christmas, for dinner on Sundays. Because if we deprived ourselves a bit during December, Christmas dinner was even more amazing. And that's sort of a thing I do now as well. We don't do Sunday dinners in December. Tomorrow we're having fettuccine and meatballs. And that's not your typical Sunday dinner. Another thing we have as a tradition in this house is Christmas Eve we have pork ribs. That's a really, really traditional Norwegian Christmas Eve dinner. Christmas Day we don't have a dinner as such. We have a Christmas brunch with loads of different sorts of meats, and we have smoked salmon, we have gravlaks. I think you actually call it that in English. We have different kinds of pickled herrings, maybe sardines or anchovies, and we have lots of different meats. I said that. We have leftovers from the night before, and that's sort of the lunch/dinner Christmas Day. And when we start getting hungry again, late in the afternoon, we just do a retake on that and call it supper. And then the second day of Christmas, we do something in this house that we started doing here. We have Indian food for dinner. Second day of Christmas, or Boxing Day, I think you call it in England. We do Indian food. I grew up with us having fish on the second day of Christmas. But we have Indian food. And it's the same. We have chicken tandoori with naan breads and rice and all the trimmings. So that's what we have the second day of Christmas. I feel like I'm getting hungry just talking about it, even though I have had dinner and everything. But anyways, I'm going to edit this now instead of rambling on and getting myself hungry thinking about Christmas food. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll actually be sitting here tomorrow morning because my son starts work early tomorrow and hubby is getting up to drive him there. So I'm not having the living room to myself tomorrow morning. So maybe I'm going to open my advents in here tomorrow morning. Bring my coffee and my advents in here. Just as well, so hubby doesn't have to sit there with his headphones on because I'm weird. But okay, I'll see you tomorrow.